right, good Tuesday evening, everybody. It's the first day of April, Election Day in the capital city, so we're waiting on those returns right now. Some of them are beginning to come in. We'll have the latest for you tonight at 9 o'clock on the CW and at 10 o'clock on 12 News at 10 o'clock. Meanwhile, it was a great day for voting. That's what we were expecting today. Big turnaround in our temperatures. We went from about 53, I believe it was this morning, was the morning low. Yeah, 53 up to 82 this afternoon. So about a 29-degree warm-up. Sunshine initially, but then clouds have been increasing, and this is the reason why. We've got a southerly breeze out there, which is bringing in a lot of moisture. I mean, dew points are really going up. So very warm, moist atmosphere this front's running into, and it's going to produce severe weather. It's already doing that across the plains from Nebraska through Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, are going to be in the mix later tonight for severe storms. Here's the good news for us. That front is not coming through all of Mississippi. It's going to stall out right around the Memphis area, but that's going to be the focus of several rounds of storms from Wednesday through Thursday and Friday. So it's going to be really rough over the next couple of days in Arkansas, West Tennessee, even parts of the Mississippi Delta, but I think all that bad weather is going to stay up to the north of us. Right now in Live Eye Max 12, it is quiet. We're expecting a lot of clouds tonight, but no rain. It's going to stay warm tonight as well. Temperature is still 78 degrees, and you see those winds. They're strong from the south. The camera's bouncing around out there. That's only going to continue to get stronger as we go through the overnight and during the day tomorrow. We could even see wind gusts up to about 40 miles per hour. That's going to keep the dew point high. So dew points are already in the upper 60s to low 70s. The temperature cannot drop below the dew point, and if the dew point's going to stay high, that means our morning lows are going to be about 20 degrees above average. This is what we would expect in the middle of summer, in June or July or August. Lows in the upper 60s to low 70s. Look at the average high, 50 degrees for the second day of April. And then tomorrow, well, we're going to see a mix of sun and clouds. It's going to be a warm, muggy, breezy day. We're expecting high temperatures to be in the upper 80s. That's 15 degrees above average. Now, the record high for April the 2nd in Jackson is 90 degrees from back in 1918. So we're going to be flirting with a record high tomorrow, and that's going to be the case for Thursday and Friday and Saturday as well. We don't cool down until a cold front comes through Saturday night. So here's a look at the first front. Remember, this one doesn't come through. It's going to approach the, let's say, the Memphis area by this time tomorrow night. That's where it stalls out. So I want you to watch all the rain right along the front, and then we're going to see several more waves of rain showers developing here along the front and then moving, let's say, from Little Rock to about Memphis to Nashville over the next couple of days. Here's another look at it. We are well enough south of the front that it's just going to be hot and humid for us. I'm going to put in about a 20% chance of a stray shower, but that's mostly going to be northwest of the capital city. You can see a few of those maybe developing right around, let's say, Sharkey and Humphreys and Issaquah counties, but the main event is going to stay up to the north of us. Now look at this first round, Wednesday at 4 p.m. That's going to move from South Arkansas into the Delta and West Tennessee. That round moves to the east, and then look to the west. Here comes round number 2. Again, moving through Arkansas, headed for West Tennessee. That one moves east, and here comes round number 3. Again, moving through Arkansas and headed for West Tennessee. So you see what I'm talking about. They're going to see really rough weather over a couple of days up to the north of us, and they are going to be under a level 4 out of 5 risk of severe weather. This does include parts of Mississippi, but just the extreme northwestern part of the state. Also Memphis, the Boot Heel, Missouri, Paducah, Kentucky, up to, let's say, southern Illinois and Indiana under that level 4. But notice the severe weather risk drops off sharply the farther south you are, because all the bad weather is going to be focused around that front. So technically there's a level 1 to 2 risk of severe weather northwest of Jackson. But again, I'm only going to call for about a 20% chance of rain. We can't rule out 1 or 2 storms making it up to severe limits, but the main action, I think, is going to be north of Highway 82. And then Jackson and Point South, no worries. There's not going to be any severe weather and probably really not even any rain. It's all going to be focused to the north of us Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But then we get to the weekend, and there's going to be a push of cold air that's going to turn that stationary front back into a cold front. Squall line's going to develop out ahead of it, and that's going to run through the state Saturday night into Sunday. So, unbelievably, here we go again. For the fourth weekend in a row, there's going to be a threat of severe weather in Mississippi. And just like the past couple of weekends, it's going to be an overnight event. The past 2 weekends, it's been Sunday night going into Monday morning. This weekend, it's Saturday night going into Sunday morning. So, yeah, it's going to be a mess this weekend. This is what we're looking at already. This is for Saturday night into Sunday morning. The entire area is going to be under at least a level 2 out of 5 risk of severe weather, and this could go up before we get to this event. Remember, this is 4 to 5 days out. All modes of severe weather are going to be possible, including, unfortunately, tornadoes. This is the timing as we see it right now, but I guarantee you this is going to change before we get to this event. But roughly, I think it's going to start to our northwest around midnight, Saturday night into Sunday, middle of the night for central Mississippi, and in the Pine Belt, we're looking at closer to sunrise. So, before the front gets here, again, hot. The record highs for Wednesday and Thursday, 90 degrees. Both of those records set back in 1918, but the record for Friday, April the 4th in Jackson is actually 87. That originally set back in 1954 and also tied in 1981 and 1988. I'm forecasting 88, so I'm actually forecasting a new record high for Friday. And then for Saturday, the record is 89 from back in 1955. We'll be close at about 86 degrees. It really just depends on when that front comes in, how much cloud cover, how much sunshine we see that day on Saturday. It could definitely be warmer than that. That front's not going to come in until much later in the evening. So your forecast for this evening, feeling like summertime. It's going to be mostly cloudy, a little breezy, definitely warm and muggy, 68 in the morning. And then for your Wednesday, partly sunny, warm, humid, and breezy. A high temperature at 88. Look at those winds gusting up from the south at about 40 miles per hour. And there's going to be a 20% chance of rain. Farther south, no rain. Farther north, better chances. So here's a look at our 8-day forecast. We're going to be on repeat for Thursday and Friday. Basically, low 70s in the morning, near 90 in the afternoon, partly sunny, 20% chance of rain Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We get to the weekend, that's when the front comes in. I'm thinking Saturday night and then through early Sunday. So I'm going to put the weather aware tag on Sunday because I think most of the storms are going to be affecting us after midnight Saturday night. And you see the difference the front's going to make. We're going to see a pretty dramatic cool down. Highs are going to be near 90 for the next couple of days, but after that front moves through, we're looking at highs only in the mid-60s, and lows are going to be in the 40s for at least the first 3 days next week. Now, it's not going to be cold enough that we have to worry about a frost or a freeze, but it is going to be kind of chilly again, especially considering that this is going to be moving into, the first and maybe second week of April. We're looking at lows in the 40s. But, yeah, another weekend, bad weather. I hate to say it, but it's going to be active again Saturday night. Next weather update is coming up tomorrow morning with meteorologist Gracie Dinkhoffs. Take care.